Minecraft, but it's all dirt, no structures, and only one bonus chest. Can I do it, or will I lose my mind? Let's start. Day 0, I immediately raided the bonus chest. This is all the wood and food I will get for these 100 days, at least for now. Next, I proceeded to start mining out a hidey hole and collect as much dirt as possible to start working on the mob farm. The mob farm is very important, because the main thing we're after is iron, and the only mob that drops that is zombies, and the drop rate is less than 1%, and I need 10 iron. Midway through day 0, I started building the mob farm. It was a simple all dirt farm, but it became nighttime, and I was forced back into my hidey hole. But I was able to lure a few zombies down into my hole to take my chances at getting iron. And unfortunately, no luck, but I was able to get enough string from spiders to make a wool block, which if I get enough, I can make a bed and just sleep through the night. On day 1, as all the mobs burn in the sun, I went to collect all the loot that they left behind. And the main food source I was using not to starve to death was, you guessed it, rotten flesh. I also continued to work on the mob farm, all the way up until nighttime, and then I started grinding out spiders for string to make wool blocks, till I had enough to make a bed. So by day 1, I had a bed. Yay. Day 2, I kept working on the mob spawner and I needed to get this done ASAP. Midway through the day, I finished. I think. I was unsure what was wrong with it, so I went AFK to see if anything would spawn, and after a few minutes of nothing spawning, I assumed that there was too many slimes taking up entity space. So I started placing dirt blocks in some of the slime chunks. When that didn't work, I decided to go check and to see what was the problem. And I had no idea why it didn't work, because mobs spawned inside the box, but they weren't dropping down. So I decided to go to sleep. On day 3, I thought there was too many mobs in the area, and that's why the mob spawner wasn't working right. So I went on a killing spree, and placed more dirt blocks in the slime chunks to stop them from spawning. By the way, this did nothing for the mob spawner, so I scrapped it for now, and killed mobs during the night from my hole in the ground. Day 4, I killed some sheep because I felt like it, and I could probably use the wool at some point. And the time is now, as I used the wool to make carpet to possibly fix the mob farm. But this creeper scared me, so I fell off and died. I'm so glad I'm not playing on hardcore. The rest of the day, I tried fixing the mob farm. Day 5, I spent the whole day tearing apart the mob farm and using a build that I found on YouTube. I'll link the video in the description below. Day 6, I finished the mob farm and started working on building walls to help protect me from mobs. Day 7, I got my first bow. Granted, it had no durability, but I was excited regardless. I kept working on the walls and used the bone meal that I got from the skeletons to create grass, so I can get seeds to start a farm. And I can hear you say it now, dear viewer. Where will I get the wood from? From the starter chest, silly. Even though I don't have that much, it's definitely worth making a farm. Also, I got some redstone from a witch, so I guess that's pretty cool too. Day 8, I worked on the wall and killed whatever mob that dropped from the mob farm. Also tended to my farm, along with placing dirt blocks down to try to stop the slimes from spawning in. I'm really starting to see the vision here though. Also, no longer have my bed underground. Day 9, I grinded out mobs, placed more dirt blocks and slime chunks, and at the very end of day 9, I got my first iron ingot. 9 more to go. Yay. Day 10, I proceeded to finish the wall and grind out mobs for the whole night. Day 11, I started spider-proofing the base, along with starting my next project, the kill box. Kill box is during the nighttime, mobs go in, I kill them, rinse and repeat. Day 12, I finished spider-proofing the base, placed more dirt blocks and slime chunks. Also, a creeper blew up my kill box, but it was all worth it because I got my second iron ingot. 8 more to go. Day 13, I improved the kill box and realized my mob farm wasn't working very well for some odd reason, so I grinded mobs most of the night instead. Day 14, got the 3rd iron from the mob farm. 7 more to go. Day 15, got the 4th iron from the mob farm. What crazy luck. 6 more to go. Also got my first carrot, so now I can breed pigs. Days 16 and 17, all I really did was AFK and bone mealed some carrots for later. Also got a potato. Day 18, I started enslaving some pigs and upgrading the mob farm for better results. Day 19, I finished upgrading the mob farm. This literally took me all day. Day 20, I started breeding my piggies and AFK in front of the mob farm, killing anything that dropped. I breeded more piggies and placed more dirt in the slime chunks along with killing more mobs in the mob farm. Day 23, I made a tunnel connecting the pig pen to my base so I don't get attacked by mobs whenever I need to feed them. Then I just AFK'd and killed mobs. Day 24 through 26, all I did was AFK and kill mobs. I really need a zombie to drop some iron. Day 27, saw some pillagers, murdered some pillagers, and now I got a banner for the base. Day 28 through 32, all I did was place dirt blocks, farmed, and AFK at the mob farm, hoping I can get some iron, but starting to think my luck ran out. Day 34, I decided to make my own luck and added 2 new layers to the mob farm. Day 35, had to fix the mob farm again because I built the new lair wrong. Day 36, I heard a wandering trader, but of course I should have known. With my luck, there was nothing I can trade with them at the moment. Day 37, it rained, and I wish I had a cauldron, but of course I don't. And that's all that happened that was interesting that day. Day 38, I found my 5th iron. Oh, joyous day. Oh 5 more to go. Day 39 through 44, I just grinded away at mobs, fed the piggies, and placed dirt blocks down. Day 45, found my 6th iron. Glad I don't pay taxes on these. 4 more to go. Day 46, realized I can craft bone blocks and started replacing the dirt walls with the bone blocks. Day 47, killed another pillager for his banner and got enough glow dust from the witches to make glowstone. Day 48 through 49, I just grinded away at mobs and used the bones to make bone blocks to decorate the base. Day 50, I got my 7th iron, which means I can make a cauldron to collect rainwater, but I still need 3 more iron to be done. Day 51 through 53, more grinding. Yay. Day 54, got the 8th iron, just need 2 more and I don't have to grind for it anymore. Day 55, I just collected dirt out of boredom, waiting for it to rain. Day 56, while I was digging out dirt, I found more pillagers and got another banner for the base. Day 57, it started to rain, and y'all will probably be mad at me for doing this, but I really don't care. To guarantee the cauldron to fill up, I save scummed, which means I just made a backup file and would reload the backup file every time the cauldron didn't fill. But listen, it's like a 5% chance for it to fill 1/3 of the way, so yeah, it's not going to be done in about 100 days if that's the case. Cut me some slack. Day 58, I was digging some dirt under the base and spotted some villagers, so I started blasting my arrows in their face, just like how I did your mom last night. Good news, a new banner for the base. Bad news, the joke was terrible. Day 59, got the 9th iron. Oh my god, we're so close, I can taste it. Just like how I tasted your mom last. 1 more left to go. Day 60, just digging dirt and grinding away. Day 61, it started raining again, so I made a backup file and reloaded a couple times till I saw the cauldron fill. Just needed to rain 1 more time. Also, a wandering trader showed up, but again, nothing I can trade. Day 62 through 65, I dedicated to just grinding out mobs because I really needed that last iron to make a bucket. So when the cauldron fills, I can just move the water. Day 67, it happened. I got the last iron, so now I can make a bucket. Day 68 through 72, not gonna lie, I just pretty much waited till it rained and kept decorating my house in bone blocks. Day 73, it rained. And I kid you not, even with save scumming, this took 5 hours for the cauldron to fill, but it was all worth it.
Holy crap, okay. I was gone. I don't know how long it's been, but holy crap, it came back on. It did the thing. It did the thing.
With the cauldron filled and a potion of healing that I totally remembered to record that I got from a witch, I can now make infinite water. Also, I was able to trap a wandering trader and was able to trade my water bottle for an emerald. So day 73, very productive day. Day 74, I got to work on making a drowned mob farm. Reason why is that they have a chance of dropping copper. And if I get 3, I can make a lightning rod. So when it thunderstorms, I can turn my pigs into zombie pigs and get gold. Also, to wrap up day 74, we also got our first piece of copper. Day 75, I started on my next project, the pond. Literally took me all day, just like when I was with your mother. Day 76, waited till night so I can kill some spiders and get some string to make a fishing rod. Day 77, got my 2nd copper and just fished the whole day. Day 78 through day 79, just grinded away on the drowned farm, really could use some copper. Day 80, realized the mob farm was not working correctly, so I went to go take a look, and a creeper decided that I was not going to have a good day and exploded like me after Taco Bell, and caused me to fall to my death, but good news, I fixed the mob farm. Day 81 through 82, just fishing and grinding away till I get copper. Day 83, got the last copper and got a music disc. Will I ever get to play it? Heck if I know, I'm just a YouTuber with mommy issues. Day 84 through 88, I converted the mob farm back to normal, decorated the house, and fished while I waited for the wandering trader to appear again. Day 89, the wandering trader is back and he has the thing I need, and that is moss. Because when you bone meal moss, it can make a tiny tree, which if you bone meal the tiny tree, it turns into a big tree, and that means wood for us. So it took 89 days, but we finally got wood. Day 90, I harvested as much wood as possible and as many tiny trees as possible. I was going to use them to decorate the pond. Day 91 through 94, so I decided to finish the house, make it look like a home, and so far, I'm pretty proud of myself. And I'll definitely give y'all a tour at day 100. Day 95, the pillagers are back. The pillagers are dead. I went back to making my house pretty. Day 96, I turned the tunnel into wood and made a bridge over the pig pen. Also placed some redstone torches down for atmosphere and made a boat for my pond just to flex. Day 97 through 98, I was making the inside homey and inviting. Just ignored the big mob farm in the middle of it. Also, it rained, but no thunderstorm sadly. Day 99, I got some gray moss from the trader just to spice things up a little bit. Also, it gives me a chance to decorate with other things. Day 100. So we got a floating azalea tree. But yeah, this is what my home looks like on the outside. Like, this is obviously where I started. Spawn's not too far. I wanted to, like, build legs so it doesn't look like it's floating. Obviously didn't have time to do all that. But look how pretty this is, man. This is so freaking pretty. Like, I think it looks cool. And, you know, it's just that 100 days is just not enough when you're just with dirt, man. So definitely like and subscribe, man. Might do day 200. You know what? If we get, you know what? I'll argue. If we get, like, 50... yeah, I would say 50. 50 likes. I will do part 2 of this where it's 200 days. Because there is a lot going on here. Like, we didn't even get a chance to get the piglins and stuff like that going. But let's take a look on the inside. You know, we got our mob farmer. You know, decked it out a little bit. You know, boom, boom. Look at that drop of potato. By the way, too, like, I was very limited on the stuff I can do. So what I wound up doing was using the bone for the floor, because bone's actually kind of strong. You know, and then I have the little sectional couches and stuff like that, and some paintings. Still decorating. But outside, out here, I think it looks cool. Like, we didn't get enough of those, like, little trees right there, the one with the blossoms, but azalea tree blossom things. But oh my god, like, dude, look how pretty this is. I can be in a boat on super flat, no structures. That is crazy. Like, this is crazy to me, dude. But yeah, man, like, I'm genuinely, like, impressed on what I was able to do here. Like, genuinely. But yeah, and oh yeah, look at the drip. Look at the drip. We're ending on some drip, some gold. It'll take me a while. This took me forever, but then again, it's been a crazy couple weeks. But, you know, day 200, 50 likes, and I'll do 200 days. Thank you guys so much for all the support, man. Appreciate you. Bye.